Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
No.
Call the popo, huh?
Finish him.
Gotcha, bitch.
Barely. I knew this day was coming. I knew it. From the first motherfucking day he got arrested, I told y'all Lil Durk was cooked, boy. Cause they gonna try to cook him. They gonna try to cook him. Before we get into this video, I want y'all to know that OTF Jam didn't admit it to murders. He didn't admit it to bodies. He didn't blame it all on Durk. He didn't admit it to robberies, all type of shit. And I want this to be, before we even get into, look at 6ix9ine. Before we even get into the video and all the information, because I don't know a lot. I just know that he told yesterday. That's all I know. Officially, that motherfucker got on the stand and pointed out everybody and told, okay? This is a public service announcement for everybody who is young, every young black man in America. This is a PSA, public service announcement. They will snitch on your monkey ass. So while you think you outside and you got the gangsters with you and I'm with everybody I came with killers, boy. Yeah, boy, I'm a real one, boy. I'll be on the block, boy. Yeah. When y'all get locked up, I want you to know you're gonna get snitched on. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. There's nobody in the history of life that has beat murder charges, went to jail for multiple murders, and nobody snitched. It doesn't happen. So for all the YNs out there, this is what's waiting for your ass. On the other side of all that gangster, all that real nigga is that you doing, this was on the other side of it. Your homie snitching on you so he could take his goofy ass home and put your goofy ass in a jail cell somewhere, a prison cell. It's just gonna get worse. This just the first snitch. They talking about they got 30 of them.
1 hour ago, academics would post to Instagram, Jamie the Bull, aka OTF Jam, has officially taken a stand. Pray for Durk. He said he will tell about all the bodies he allegedly caught for Smirkio. And you know, we already got 6ix9ine.
Why? What am I praying for Durk for? Again, do I believe this? Do y'all believe this? Do y'all believe that OTF Jam was out here shooting and killing niggas for OTF and for Lil Durk? Because I do. I don't think he's lying. I think he probably oversaucing a little bit, a few things, but I don't think he's lying. Do y'all? So yes, I will pray for Durk. And only prayer I can say is, bro, I hope you repent for your sins and I hope God forgive you. You know what I'm saying? Because I understand the brainwashing that occurs in the inner cities of America, in the urban environments, but
in the comments,
he cooked, bro.
Ready to let loose on this situation.
He's cooked.
Academics would also 46 minutes ago post the picture.
Oh, somebody snuck a picture.
Jam on the stand.
Ooh.
Now this doesn't look like meta glasses. I don't know where these pictures came from. This might actually lead to something happening as far as the courts. They become stricter on letting the public in.
Yeah, somebody gonna get in trouble for that.
Because the fact that this came out as soon as he got up there, somebody had a camera in there and somebody was waiting for this moment.
I don't know, cause it looked like it was it looked like they got surveillance footage, but somebody like snuck it. I don't know. Somebody gonna get in trouble for that.
They didn't even want to get Durk on camera. They wanted Jam.
Right.
But Ack would say Jamie the Bull pictured in court telling on Smirk.
Telling on everybody.
And immediately down here, somebody getting locked up, laugh my ass off. How the fuck y'all get this in a federal courtroom?
Exactly.
Oh, nah, y'all getting kicked out the courtroom. Like I said, this might result in all of the YouTubers that are pulling up not being able to do this anymore.
No cap.
1 hour ago, OTF Jam is now on the stand testifying against Lil Durk. And literally 8 minutes ago, OTF Jam officially named Lil Durk and OTF Didi as participants in the shooting of Quando Rondo's cousin, Lil Pab.
Listen, y'all, YouTube and Meta might owe you up to $1,000 if you or your child grew up on social media. If you or your child spent years growing up on social media and experienced serious mental health issues, You should hear this. Recently, a jury just ordered Meta and YouTube to pay millions for their role in designing and promoting addictive platforms. They know that their apps can cause anxiety, depression, or body image issues, but they never shared those risks with us. They never made us sign anything that we knew the risk. They just maximized their profits. And the recent historic verdict underscores the consequences of those decisions. But you better not worry. Morgan & Morgan is stepping up to hold these platforms accountable for the harm that they have caused. Click the link in my bio to take a very short questionnaire quiz, because you might be entitled to a potential recovery of over $1,000.
Lil Pab's mother showed up to court today, allegedly.
I think she been there the whole time. Though.
I'm not sure if it's true, but she.
Traplo Ross said she been in there a lot. They said she cried. I read a report that the family and her and the family cried when they showed Lil Pab's pictures and stuff like that. So, and that's what when y'all say free Smirk and free these people, what about Lil Pab's mom? Lil Pab ain't had nothing to do with that beef. Lil Pab ain't do nothing to King Von at all. Quando Rondo ain't even do nothing to King Von. All Quando Rondo did was get punched, bro. So it's just crazy how he almost got killed. They tried to kill him. He lost his cousin in front of him and all that because King Von decided to get out the car at the end of the day and punch on Quando, and Lil Tim defended his friend. I mean, it's just like a series of unfortunate events, but what about Lil Pab's mom? What about Lil Pab if he had kids? What about him getting killed being young? You know what I'm saying? So it's like people screaming free Durk because he famous and he made good music, but what about Lil Pab, bro? That's still a human, bro. It's still a human. And again, I will say, when a white person do something to a black person, y'all march, y'all burn down McDonald's, y'all do the whole 9 yards. But when Lil Durk kill another black dude, it's free Smirk. It's funny how that worked. Just pointing out observation.
Flipped off a Durk supporter that was outside. And you know what? If that is his mother, I can't blame her.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why she was called in today, unless she's gonna be somehow participating, or maybe she just wanted to watch this.
Probably.
But it's like,
it's her son,
obviously, you can expect there's gonna be a crowd of people supporting Durk at this trial. Now, Michael Blackshy would post basically the transcripts of what was said in court.
Oh my
Did
God.
you participate in the shooting on August 19th, 2022, leading to the death of I don't know how to say his name, Robinson? This is Lil Pab, right?
Savia?
Because Jam was one of the shooters.
Yeah, he was one of the shooters.
Lil Pab. And Jam would say yes. Prosecutors, did others in the room participate as well?
I think he's cooked.
Yes. Prosecutors, can you name them? Jam would say Durk, Didi, and Lindsay. Now, we knew this was gonna happen.
Cooked.
We knew this moment was gonna come.
Now answer this question for me in the comments. How in the fuck does a jury hear this? Vonnie still ain't snitched yet. Okay, there's a whole nother snitch out there. A big one. Remember, OTF Jam was a federal informant before he even got out of prison, bro. I don't think Durk coming back from this one. I'm sorry to tell you, bro. I don't think he's ever getting out of prison, gang. I've been right this whole time. I hate being right sometimes. I hate being right. But a lot of niggas in the comments gonna be quiet than the church mouse, pissing on cotton. You hear me?
It's surreal.
It's just
that
the
we're
truth.
Reading it, and we know the time I'm recording this. Jam it's 6:35 right now. My side, East Coast, not West Side.
Yeah.
But Jam could literally still be in the chair,
still
testifying as we know it.
Yeah.
And one of the first things he's admitted to is, yes, I participated in the shooting.
And yes, they helped.
Yes, Durk also did. 2 minutes ago, info on OTF Jam testifying against Lil Durk. Jam laughed and shook his head when they played Didi's IG Live.
I would have too.
Where he said he was Murder Man. Jam admitted to 3 murders as part of his deal.
Damn.
Jam is on the stand right now shaking things up. Pointed out Durk, Didi, and Lindsay and say they were involved in Pab's murder. Now, Traplo Ross is saying Jam admitted to 3 murders as part of his deal. 3 of them. Now, what I'm wondering is
he gonna pin all them on
those the
Durk?
only murders he's ever committed, or are those 3 murders he's trying to tie back to Durk?
I think I'm gonna be honest with y'all about how niggas in Chicago, OTF Jam a little older. He didn't wait until he turned 30 or however old he is to start shooting and killing niggas. You know what I mean? A lot of times in Chicago, and I don't know, I didn't grow up in no other city, bro. All I grew up was in Chicago. But I know a lot of niggas that I went to elementary school with, middle school with, and by the time they was 16 years old, they out here smacking shit down. You feel me? And a lot of times it don't stop until they 25 plus. It seemed like for Jam, this shit kept going. He was whacking niggas as a grown man. So I don't think 3 murders is all he did. You feel me? I think if I would just guess randomly off the top of my head, in my opinion, I would say probably like 5 at least. Where maybe he wasn't the only shooter, but you know, everybody in rap songs is shooters and killers, but in real life, bro, it's only a few shooters and killers on every block, if it's any. Usually it's 1 or 2, and they do all the drilling. They do all the pulling up. You know what I'm saying? They do all the banging out. So I wouldn't be surprised if he had multiple murders, bro, because it's starting to be a pattern. If you notice, everybody that was around Vaughn, everybody that was around Durk put in work, quote unquote, for they hood or they streets or they gang or whatever. So I think it's just cooking Durk more and more, because it's like the jury like, okay, wait, so you had King Von around you. He had murders. You had OTF Jam around you. He had murders. You involved in a shooting. You talk about people, everybody around you being killers. You damn near snitch on these people in your songs. And then they gonna find you innocent after?
That's what the feds really want. We want to know whatever the fuck you got to bury him. We really don't care about you.
No,
we want the boss.
Exactly.
We want the one that's in charge of everybody. And Ross literally said Jam didn't just say their names. He pointed to them in court, which is a common thing. They make you point.
They make you point.
But again, read this. Because obviously with the whole thing happening with Ross and him saying Durk's blaming everything on Vonnie, everyone's been on his ass. He got ran up on once by a random prankster, once by a Muslim, and then he got ran up on again today by OTF, by Durk's people, which is insane.
That's crazy.
So I'm pretty sure now he's very conscious of what he is typing, what he is saying, and making sure it is factual. And he said,
bro, what he said was factual the first
shaking
time.
Things up.
He got mad.
Pointed out Durk, Didi, and Lindsay.
You mad at me because your homie,
can you imagine
your homie did
how
something
Durk
stupid and I
feels
reported on it.
sitting there? I wonder if they have him in a suit, because as we saw with Jam,
he in his jail clothes.
Jam ain't in a suit. Jam is in a federal custody uniform. He's got the khakis on with a white tee underneath.
Yeah.
He's not in a suit and tie.
Boy, they about
you know
to
what I'm
fry
saying?
that
So
man on that motherfucker, boy.
Durk is
you
most
see this?
likely...
This I peeped this. You see this little video right here? Whatever this is, a little picture. They dropping wise, throwing up, whatever the fuck. I see a lot of Young Money dropping. Man, I told y'all the feds was coming for Chicago rappers years ago, right? How you think I know that? Maybe because I know somebody that worked for the feds in the Northern District of Illinois. You ever think about that? I don't know. Maybe I don't know nothing.
Tie, you know what I'm saying? So Durk is most likely suited up, but imagine you know this person. You've known this person for years. You shouted this person out in songs. You've given this person a lump amount of cash worth somebody's salary.
Don't matter.
And this person is pointing at you in a federal courtroom, about to put you away for life. For life. The rest of your natural life. Your career, gone. Your wife, gone. Divorced. Your kids, raised daddy. Without you.
You know how many
and
people,
he's literally,
you know how many people, and I don't, he not putting him away. Durk put himself away, bro. You cannot blame the snitch. You can blame yourself for the actions, because if you didn't do it, it ain't shit to snitch on. It's Durk, bro. Because being a real nigga, being a gangster, being a street nigga, mattered more than all of his kids, his wife, his career, his money, his mama, his life. It mattered more than all of that. We grown ass men, bro. We know what happened when we get in the car and go kill somebody. You go to prison for that shit, nigga. Or somebody come kill you back. So, when you put yourself in that line of fire, bro, you can't expect, you can't expect, what the fuck? You jump in the pool and think you're not gonna get wet? That don't make sense, bro. It don't make sense, bro. And I want to highlight it. That's why I want to highlight that. Because this is a reoccurring thing. You niggas care more about being a gangster. You care more about them niggas on them blocks than you care about your wife. Lil Durk been rich for more than 10 years. What the fuck is you doing involving yourself in a murder when you that damn rich? When you that successful? When you done made it out the projects? You done made it out the hood? You done made it out Chicago? You had a 0.1% chance to do what you did, and you did it, and you still doing it, and you winning Grammys, and your career was going up. It ain't like Durk went up and then flatlined. That nigga kept going up, kept getting songs with Drake, kept getting songs with Morgan Wallen, now he getting Grammys, now he making songs with J. Cole, now he got this, now he got that, now he getting endorsements, and he fucked it all up for what? For what? So you can say in a rap song that you got some get back, nigga? And guess what? Now you about to go to prison. Your homie King Von is not coming back. Rest in peace to him. King Von is not coming back. God bless the dead. But now you finna go back to prison for what? Because you felt good for what? Maybe 5 minutes? Maybe 24 hours? You felt good? Like, yeah, I got get back for King Von. Yeah. And then, now what? Now you go to prison forever, bro. This is stupid. Y'all, you can't pay me to go to the hood. You can't pay me to go to the hood, gang. You cannot do that. And I don't have half as much money as Durk had.
Pointing at you, someone who was considered your homie, and saying you did it. Now, an unknown person would claim, again, OTF Jam pointed at Lil Durk and Diddy when asked who had involvement in Lil Pav's murder.
This out, man. Straight off the bat, OTF Jam snitch. The fans is like, yo.
This is mad animated already. Look at their faces as if they didn't know this was gonna happen.
Right.
Who's in the court? Point to every single person that
they trying to get the clips, though.
And then look, you got this girl back here doing the same shit. It's like now you got people that ain't even known like pulling up and covering the situation. This shit's crazy.
It's free money.
And unalive in a loophole. Durk, Diddy pointed them niggas out. I'm like, oh.
Look at this dumbass comment. That don't even sound right. Why would Durk let him rob another artist around him? The same way Durk allowed himself to get involved in him. Obviously, it doesn't seem like Durk was thinking in his right mind. He was thinking like a dumbass street nigga. And that's the results he got.
Out the rip. I mean, he went in there with no lube, bro. And then
damn.
What he's doing is he's just slow walking it. The last thing we heard is that Durk and them was down in Miami, right? And then OTF Jam seen one of Tory Lanez's artists with jury and stuff and went to Durk and said, hey man, I ain't got no jury, man, I'm finna rob this nigga. And Durk was like, yeah man, that right there is the OTF Jam that I've been waiting for. So basically, it seems like Durk was grooming him to be his hitter. Yeah. And also from the looks of it is.
And then even this comment, why would Durk let him rob another artist around him? What do you mean let him? He's a grown-ass man, first of all. And second of all, did you know that King Von was robbing artists, robbing rappers, robbing niggas around Durk? Did you know that? That's a well-known fact. I was in Atlanta when that shit was going on, bro. I lived in Atlanta. I know niggas who know niggas that got... You see what I'm saying? Like, niggas got to stop. Like, these niggas is street niggas, bro. They gangsters. They want to be gangsters all the time. That don't mean it's not stupid, but that don't mean it ain't true either.
OTF Jam, when he went to prison for 10 years,
How is Durk grooming him to be a hitter when he went to prison for 10 years way back in the day for literally a shooting? Yeah, just like Durk rapped in the song, he was catching way back, you know, whatever the fuck the lyrics was, he was catching bodies way back then. That's when the Max was in. So how is he grooming him for anything when Jam was already on that?
He had already caught a body, and when he got out of prison, they came back to him and was like, we know you caught that body. Ain't no jurisdiction on unaliving, right? Yes. And so he was actually a federal agent against Durk while he was still locked up and got out playing his role, bro. This is exactly why he ain't named in this indictment.
Yeah, we knew that already.
That's a crazy allegation.
We already knew that. That's not an allegation.
became aware of Jam, most likely through Durk shouting him out. And the feds, this is all alleged, the feds contacted
alleged,
Jam while he was inside of prison and said,
not
hey,
alleged.
we know you got a murder.
It's not alleged. It's in federal documents that OTF Jam put the feds on multiple OTF trap houses, guns, all type. It's in the federal document that he was an informant, bro. That's not. I mean, maybe the jail partnership was alleged, but Durk was. Jam was a federal informant. That's why I've been looking at y'all like y'all crazy as hell when y'all say like Durk gonna get out. And no, bro, this nigga was a federal informant for I don't know how long. Definitely way before the Lil Pab murder. So
we can bag you on this murder and make sure you never get released, or you can work for us. When you get out, you can get next to Durk, but you're gonna be reporting to us. That's some fucking crazy shit right there.
Not really. It happens all the time.
If that's what's the movie Donnie Brasco? If that's what actually happened, this is a fucking movie. Jam caught a body way back in the day. They come to him while he's in prison. The feds are like, yo, you're gonna work for us or you're never getting out.
Yeah.
He comes out of prison. Durk's giving him $50K. The feds are watching like, yes, yes. Like they know that.
Why is that crazy to y'all? I've never been to prison. Y'all the ones who taught me that the feds don't come until they already got you. Why y'all acting so surprised? Y'all niggas like 1090 Jake. You know what I mean? Niggas like people that be on Vlad TV interviews. Niggas like YSL Woody. All these people. Y'all taught me. After all these years of watching y'all. Y'all taught me that the feds don't come until they already got you. FBI, open up! So you had to know it was confidential. I called that. Go back to when Durk first got arrested for this shit. What did I say? I said, I bet you he had a confidential informant. I bet you something the feds was paying for these nigga ass. I bet you. I can almost guarantee you. Even damn near 2 years ago, I said this. Because the feds ain't gonna come get you until they already got you. You think they gonna arrest you without having nobody that's already guaranteed to snitch? That's not how the feds roll, bro. If this was the Chicago PD, I would have thought Durk had a chance. When I heard the feds coming, I knew Durk was cooked from the very first day, bro. And all I could do is I hope that he's in prison, because he probably gonna get life, gang. I'm just calling it like it is. I've been saying the same shit the whole time. But he's probably gonna be in prison for the rest of his life. Only thing I can hope for is that he pray, he ask God for forgiveness, he repent, he changed his life, he changed who he is as a man, and I pray God forgive him and let him in heaven when he passed. You know, that's all I can really hope for. But I can't really say I'll free Durk and all that shit when somebody mama lost a son. It's some bullshit.
They set this shit up. They lined everything up and everything's falling.
Just is what it is, bro.
And then boom, Vaughn gets killed. Feds are like, okay, bet they're gonna want revenge now, right? Jam, do your thing.
Right.
Jam, go to work. Literally,
Jam went.
That's what makes it so hard to believe that shit.
Why?
Because you're telling me Jam went and clapped Lil Pab
while he was
working
already
for the fucking feds?
Yep.
That's a crazy allegation, right?
Y'all ever seen that movie In Too Deep? What it remind me of, nigga?
Sounds insane.
With LL Cool
He's
J?
the third shooter, bro. The whole time he was switching up. The whole time he was playing the Durk face, bro. I'm in there, bro. Check.
Now, this is just video of them together. Ninjas will post up with you like this and still rat. And I mean, everybody knows that.
Everybody knows that.
That's nothing new.
That's nothing new.
Look at him. Hanging out with them was allegedly a fucking federal informant.
That's nothing new. That's what happens
Ross,
every day.
like I said, got ran down on for the third time. He had his third confrontation at the courthouse. And this says, Durk's team just screamed in my face, told me delete the tweet. Court marshals had to step in, but they refused to acknowledge tweet that updated the record.
Wow, I cannot believe what just happened inside the courthouse. This isn't even about Durk. This one's actually about me. There's been a very controversial post that has been going around. Everybody's very upset that I basically did a tweet about that post that Didi had reshared, right? The prosecution had worded it in a way that it sounded like Didi had posted it. And I posted that on Twitter. I came back, and Dee Dee's lawyer spent a whole hour breaking down in meticulous detail how this was a repost. It wasn't her original post. Dee Dee hadn't typed the post. He had reposted it into a group chat. It was that post that said, at Quando Rondo, we're your Pie Pack gang. He had reposted it into a chat along with his own comment, basically saying he looking crazy. Like he basically, it was he playing crazy, right? So as soon as I got out of court after hearing Dee Dee's lawyer argue that point very, very well, maybe a little bit too well, maybe the point had already come home before, you know, he talks about it for a much longer time than he needed to talk about it. And I felt like he might have brought more attention to the fact that that was a bit of an unsavory thing to repost. I posted that. As soon as I got out, I said, Dee Dee's lawyer just clapped back. But for some reason, it seems like the people at the courthouse, the people that have been following this case, and Durk's team specifically, they're not reading everything. They're over here reading the transcripts, but they're not reading all of my tweets. So everybody was upset about the tweet that I posted when I got out the courtroom the first time. Nobody had talked about the second tweet where I said that Dee Dee's lawyer just clapped back. And I got confronted by Lil Durk's PR woman. She screamed in my face outside the courtroom.
Okay, so let me clarify. I don't think OTF ran up on him. Apparently it was Durk's PR woman. Okay, that makes things a little different.
Yeah, that is
Delete the
different.
tweet.
It's still Durk's team though.
What do you mean? Like, what about Dee Dee's lawyer talking for an hour about, you know, basically making the point? I said, I came out the courtroom. I was given the impression that Dee Dee had posted it. Dee Dee's lawyer went back into the courtroom. He made it very clear. He made a very long, extended, maybe an overextended argument about why that wasn't the case. He got his point home. He got his point further than home, all right? He got the point so far home that he might have, you know, left it on screen a little bit too long and made things look a little bit bad. Durk's PR person said, I'm not talking about that. We're not talking about that. So they're just ignoring the facts. They're pressing me over stuff that's like incomplete information. I'm just coming out the courtroom, giving you guys the updates as soon as I possibly can. Yes, sometimes the prosecution are going to say things that aren't true. Sometimes the defense are going to say things that aren't true. Brian Steele said several things that are absolutely false when he was doing cross-examination. Just
Oof. And see, this is the thing, you know, and I got to tell Ross because he's my friend. They have that old saying, you know, I don't know how old it is, probably fucking forever, but don't shoot the messenger.
Exactly.
Ross, these motherfuckers is ready
trying to shoot the messenger.
The messenger.
Exactly.
These motherfuckers is ready to low pab the messenger. This shit, like, they all are on you because you're the one reporting the shit that they don't want to motherfucking hear. That's a fact. Like, they're
And that's the problem y'all got. That's what I've been saying the whole time. You just broke it down very great, Jake. Don't shoot the messenger. Don't be mad at me, nigga. I didn't make up this lie. I didn't make this up, nigga. Same thing I've been saying with everything. It doesn't make, it's just like people are so emotional. Logic is at an all-time low and emotions is at an all-time high. Even with grown-ass men. Grown-ass men is more emotional now than they have ever been, my nigga. To the point where you will get mad at the nigga who's reporting on what was said in the courtroom because you don't want to hear it. Or because you want, it's your job to run Durk's PR. And, okay, motherfucker, well, what? And like I said, y'all go and pick on people because they got a face behind it. But y'all don't say nothing. Y'all don't run up. I don't see y'all breaking no ABC News cameras. I don't see y'all swinging on no Fox News reporters. I don't see y'all fucking signing petitions to get CNN taken down off the airways. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Just because this person, Trap Lord Ross, in this case, is an independent journalist who doesn't work for another company, who works for his damn self, and he's saying the same shit everybody else saying, now it's the problem. Same thing with, like, do you know how fucking low of an IQ you have to be? You have to call me, someone like me, the police? How? How am I doing police work when I'm sitting here watching videos that's already on YouTube? Like, how does that make sense in your fucking mind? But people are crazy, bro, because they don't want to hear it. They get mad at you because you said it. Motherfucker, I'm not the prosecutor, nigga. I'm not Dee Dee. Why y'all don't get mad at Dee Dee? He the one saying the shit. I didn't say it. I don't even know these niggas. I'm just in the fucking courtroom writing down what I hear and tweeting about it, bro. Like, you feel me? Delete the tweet. What the fuck do you think is gonna happen when he deletes the tweet? Do you think some type of magical fucking genie is gonna come out the sky and free Durk because Trap Lord Ross deleted a tweet, my nigga? Like, what are we talking about? Just stupid. Just dumb. Just dumb as hell. Just dumb as hell. If I tell, hey bro, if you don't like Donald Trump and I say Donald Trump is the president, you can't get mad at me because I told you that, nigga. I didn't make him the fucking president. I'm just telling you the facts. The facts of the facts is Donald Trump is our president right now in the United States of America. I don't give a fuck how you feel about it, how much you like it or don't like it. It's not gonna change the facts. Okay? Why y'all ain't had this energy for Lil Durk when he was out here killing fucking people? How about that? If y'all was screaming at him and telling him to stop fucking up his life, maybe we wouldn't be here. Did you think about that?
All gonna come for you, bro. You're making yourself the easiest target in this situation.
Yeah.
West Coast Gang Wars would say, keep going, Ross. No point in deleting all the blogs already reposted. You are outright saying Durk's defense lawyers are lying when you were supposed to be there as a neutral and unbiased reporter. Don't let your research...
Listen to how stupid this sentence is. You are outright saying Durk's defense lawyers are lying when you are supposed to be there as a neutral and unbiased reporter. I can be a neutral and unbiased reporter and say the facts that Lil Durk's lawyers are lying. If I'm sitting in the courtroom and I hear Lil Durk lawyers lie, I am not unbiased for going on Twitter and saying that they lied.
Personal research interfere with the... Well, this is the thing, bro. If he's being unbiased and he's saying, look, Durk's team's lying, that's being unbiased. That's calling them out for bullshit. Being biased would be like, oh, I know they're lying, but I'm not gonna say nothing, right?
What the fuck is wrong with you people? Y'all want him... The problem is, deep down inside, y'all want him to be biased. Y'all just want him to be biased towards Durk. Y'all don't want him nothing negative about Durk. Y'all don't want him to say. That is weird. That is stupid. The fact that you think that because Lil Durk makes some nice rap songs that Trap Lord Ross is supposed to only report on the good things about the case. That is dumb as hell. But then you say you want him to be neutral and unbiased. No, the fuck you don't. You want him to be biased against Durk because he's your favorite rapper.
Somebody said he don't even realize this is last straw yet.
I think what people are saying is that all of your content on this case seems biased towards the prosecutor. And I mean no offense by that. I've been following your updates about the trial and appreciate it, but have thought a few times listening to you about the case. No, it just so happens that there's more bad news. There's more bad news that's coming out about Durk than there is good news because he's fucking losing the case. That ain't Trap Lord Ross' fault. Sorry. If I'm reporting on a basketball game and the Warriors are whooping the fucking Toronto Raptors ass and all my tweets are Steph Curry just hit a half-court shot. Steph Curry just hit another half-court shot. Steph Curry just dunked on the whole team. Steph Curry just crossed up the whole team. But I look at the score and the score is 35-1. Well, motherfucker, that ain't me being unbiased. That ain't me being on the prosecutor side, motherfucker. It just ain't nothing good to report about the Toronto Raptors right now because they getting their ass whooped. What the fuck? Y'all is crazy, bro.
I mean, Ross had to double up. Trap Lord Ross says he may stop reporting from Lil Durk's trial after a confrontation with Durk fans over his tweets almost went left despite having 2 bodyguards with him. I might take a break from tweeting. Durk's team acting very unprofessional, scream and delete the tweet in my face outside the courtroom, leading the court.
Man, don't let they ass
in.
bully you into
very
that shit.
disappointing and intimidating conduct toward the press in this case. Getting something into deleting posts now. Wow. And this would be Ross recording one of his videos with his 2 bodyguards right outside of the courtroom. Ugh, my mixtapes just posted this while I've been recording. OTF Jam says Durk kept up with him while he was locked up and recalls hearing his name in several songs. Prosecutors, did Lil Durk keep up with you while you were in prison? Jam, I ain't gonna lie. Well, we fucking know that. That's why you're testifying. When he changed his number, he made sure my mom got it. Prosecutors, did you talk to Mr. Banks after you got out of prison? Jam, yeah, I told Durk I just got out of prison. I don't have no clothes. He told me, yes, you do. You got us. The song Back Again is played in court and prosecutors honed in on the lyrics. Jam, get out that jam. I gave him 50, ain't gotta ask again. He was catching murders way back then. That's when the max was in. Jam said, I heard them playing the song in prison and saying my name. Jam admitted to 3 murders.
What murders did he admit to though? Do we know who those people are? Ain't nobody talking about that.
Part of his deal. So like I said, by the time this video drops and within, I don't know, 30-40 minutes, there's gonna be even more updates, so expect another video for tomorrow. Matter of fact, I might stream tonight on Kick, so if you want to jump over to Kick, it's 1090 Jake. I do have the verification, so y'all know it's my page. Yeah, this is serious. Jam is admitting to everything, and again, I don't believe Jam is the only person that's going to be testifying. So what I'm interested in is not all of the accusations that are about to be thrown out, but how Durk's legal team is going to be able to break this shit down. Because again, it came out that out of all of the interviews, like they did 30 interviews with Jam, and I think they only recorded like 3 of them or 5 of them. There's all type of weird conduct that took place. And
like what?
Brian Steele is gonna be able to cross-examine Jam. So Durk's lawyers are gonna be able to ask him questions, because another big thing that came up that Brian Steele pointed out was, couldn't they be lying to save themselves? Literally, the fucking huge possibility. This dude's got 3 bodies. Apparently the feds knew, whatever.
Yeah, it's possible, but it's not about the truth. The truth don't set you free. It's what you could sell to a jury, bro. Trust and believe that. There's plenty niggas that did it and got off because they sold a lie to the jury. And there's plenty people that didn't do it that went to prison because they couldn't sell it to the jury. You know what I'm saying? So that's where this case is going to end up being focused on. So Lil Durk need to start paying. He need to send some money to Trump, nigga. That's the only chance. You better try to get that pardon, man. I don't know what the fuck else to tell you, gang. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna just keep it a bean with you, because is the jury gonna listen to everything OTF Jam said? Listen to these songs, right? Listen to these interviews that might get played in court. Listen to all this stuff and then be like, man, ain't no way Lil Durk did that. Innocent. I don't think so, bro. I'm just keeping it a bean with y'all. You feel me? So don't come to Mac Mula channel expecting to hear some good news about Durk from this point on, because I don't think it's going to be much. You feel me? I just sit back for the ride, my nigga.
We're just going to have to wait and see how this plays out. But hey, y'all tune in tonight on the Kick. I'm thinking maybe 10, 11 tonight for the stream. And I'll keep y'all updated. It's 1090 Jake.
Man.